Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining. Today's fly is going to be a simple nymph pattern, which is really good throughout the summer months. We're midsummer now, and the still waters are starting to warm up. We've had quite a bit of warm weather, and it's making the fish go deeper and more lethargic. So this nymph gets down to the fish, and when it gets tricky, it often puts your fish in the net when it's a bit of a struggle. So we'll get on tying it. The hook I've got in the vise is a size 14 Hannock, 230 BL. The bead I've got on the front is a 3.3mm, and it's an offset tungsten. Now it's a nice copper colour, nice natural colour. We'll get on tying. The thread I'm going to use to tie on is a fluoro red, and it's by Simplify in a 12/0. So we'll start by putting a base of thread down near the front. Now I'm going to pop that offset bead up over the front, and then just make a little ramp just to keep it in position around the bead. Now this obviously, the way this is, it makes it jig style and gives you the good gap from the hook point to the weight of the bead, which is ideal for hooking the fish up. So we'll just do the little ramp and then go along the body just to where the barb would be if it was barbed. So there we go. Now for the tail of this fly, you can use like a reddy brown cockhackle, but what I use for a lot of my nymphs is a very fine makeup brush. The fibres are really fine on this, and this is a lovely colour. I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera, but it's like a dark brown with slightly reddy coloured fibres. It's very, very nice, very robust. So as you can see, there's a lot of bits being used off that for the nymphs I've been tying. So I'll cut, I don't know, 4 or 5 or so of these little tippets off here. That's going to be my tail. So there we go. We'll just tie these in. Get one length. Go towards the bend, and then just come along, and then we'll just snip that off, the waist off. Cinch it down. So see, these are really simple nymphs. Find obviously during the summer the more simple the nymph is, the more fish you get. So what we're going to use for the body is this 1mm synthetic peacock herl. Lovely stuff. This, I've used it in other flies that I've tied as well. It comes in various colours. This one here is the bronze peacock. Nice nymph body shade it is as well. So I've got a bit here which I've actually just bared the end to get the core, and I'm going to tie that into the body itself, cinch it down, and then come back towards the tail. Now what I like to do here is just put a tiny bit of super glue along along the body, and then wind what body material up the shank, keeps it fairly slim. We'll get to the head over the top of your thread. Over the top, cinch it in. That's it. Then we'll just cut that off. Bit for the next one, and then what we'll do here, just to finish it off, just make a small orange collar just as a trigger spot. To finish that, I'll put a tiny bit of super glue on the thread, go around once, and then just finish it off, cut it off, and there you go. Very simple. The tungsten bead gets you down when the water's warm. As I said before, the tungsten bead gets the fly down. You can fish it on a floating line or midge tip. Fish it slow, because in the middle of summer when it's water's warm, the fish aren't normally chasing big lures. They get lethargic. This will often get you fish in your net when you're really struggling. So if you like it, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It makes a big difference. I'm well happy. We're nearly at 6,000 subscribers now for the fly tying and fishing, and I really appreciate every one of you who have subscribed. It makes a big difference. Thanks very much. Cheers now.